It's now again. Welcome back to It's Now Again, the podcast where we explore mindfulness practices from a secular, evidence-based perspective. I'm your host, Jeremy West, and today we're diving into a topic that might surprise you: how we can gain wisdom and direction by listening to our emotions. In modern society, we're often taught to control, ignore, or suppress our emotions, especially the so-called negative ones. Emotions like fear, anger, sadness, and frustration are frequently seen as obstacles that get in the way of rational thinking or personal growth. But what if we shifted our perspective? What if we started to see our emotions, all of them, as valuable messengers that can guide us toward greater self-awareness, clarity, and direction in life? Mindfulness offers us the tools to do exactly that. By learning to listen to our emotions with curiosity and non-judgment, we can unlock the wisdom that lies within them, using that insight to make more informed, authentic choices. One of the key principles of mindfulness is learning to observe our thoughts and feelings without immediately reacting to them. This practice is especially important when it comes to emotions. Instead of pushing them away or acting on them impulsively, mindfulness invites us to sit with our emotions, to feel them fully, and to listen to the messages they carry. Emotions are like the body's internal GPS. They give us information about what's happening in our lives, where we're feeling fulfilled, where we're feeling stuck, and what changes we may need to make in order to live more authentically. To better understand this, think of emotions as waves in the ocean. Some waves are small and gentle, while others are large and overwhelming. But all waves eventually rise and fall. They don't last forever. Mindfulness teaches us to ride these waves of emotion without getting swept away by them, observing them with curiosity and compassion, and recognizing that within each wave is a message, a piece of wisdom that can guide us. One of the most powerful ways to gain wisdom from your emotions is to approach them with a sense of curiosity. Instead of labeling your emotions as good or bad, try asking questions like, what is this emotion trying to tell me? Or what need or desire is behind this feeling? By staying open to the messages behind your emotions, you begin to understand what they're pointing toward, whether it's a need for change, a desire for connection, or a reminder to set better boundaries. One way to think of it is like the warning lights on your dashboard. You, instead of just thinking, oh, that check engine light is bad, and covering it up with tape, or finding the wire to cut to stop so you don't see that light anymore, so it doesn't light up anymore. No, it's a message. Something is amiss. Now, sometimes you get that orange check engine light checked, and it's nothing of any importance. It's something to do with the computer, or it's the catalytic converter. I have no idea. I don't know about cars. But the fact of the matter is, not every message is important. Oh, I know a message that pops up sometimes is one that tells you that the engine is cold. No big deal. But the warning lights all mean something, and it's important to know what they mean and to look for the message. And then, sometimes, as I said, it's something that you can just let go and not worry about. Other times, it means that there's some maintenance that needs to be done. To illustrate the importance of listening to our emotions, I want to share a story called The Compass and the Traveler. There was once a traveler who was journeying through a vast forest. Along the way, he carried a compass to help guide him. The compass didn't always point to the easiest path, but it always led him in the right direction. Sometimes the traveler would feel frustrated with the compass, wishing it would show him a shortcut or an easier route, but over time he learned to trust it, even when the path was difficult. Whenever he followed the compass, he would eventually find his way out of the forest and into the clear. This story reminds us that our emotions are like a compass. They might not always lead us down the smoothest path, but they can guide us in the direction we need to go, even if we are willing to listen. Now that, and I would go a little bit further with that analogy as well, just to say that sometimes, let's say you're going northwest. Well, sometimes there's absolutely no way to go northwest. It's just, I don't know, it's huge brush that you can't get through. Well, then you have to go around it. So sometimes your emotion might be telling you this is the direction you need to go, but you can't go that exact direction. You have to find a way around it, if that makes sense. Anyway, now that we've explored the concept of gaining wisdom from your emotions, let's talk about some practical techniques you can use to cultivate mindfulness around your emotions and listen to their messages. Number 1, practice emotional awareness. The first step to gaining wisdom from your emotions is to become aware of them. Throughout your day, take moments to check in with yourself and notice what emotions are present. Are you feeling calm, anxious, excited, or frustrated? By regularly tuning into your emotional state, you create a foundation for emotional awareness, and you can begin to explore the messages around your feelings, or behind your feelings. Number 2, name your emotions without judgment. When an emotion arises, especially one that feels uncomfortable, practice naming it without judgment. For example, if you're feeling anxious, simply acknowledge, I'm feeling anxious right now, without labeling it as bad or trying to push it away. By naming your emotions, you create space to observe them with curiosity rather than resistance. Number 3, ask what your emotions are telling you. Once you've identified an emotion, ask yourself what it might be trying to tell you. For example, if you're feeling anger, ask what boundary has been crossed, or what is this anger pointing me toward? If you're feeling sadness, ask what am I grieving or letting go of? By asking these questions, you can begin to uncover the deeper needs or desires behind your emotions. Number 4, practice mindful acceptance. It's important to practice accepting your emotions as they are without trying to change or fix them immediately. Emotions are natural responses to life, and they carry important information. When you accept your emotions with mindfulness, you allow yourself to fully experience them and learn from them rather than suppressing or avoiding them. Number 5, set an intention to listen to your emotions. So if this is something you'd like to work on, maybe today's daily intention could be a question. How many more ways can I continue to listen and learn from my emotions even more? This intention will guide your practice and help you stay connected to the wisdom within your emotions. Mindfulness teaches us that our emotions are not obstacles to be overcome, but guides that can lead us toward greater wisdom, clarity, and direction in life. By cultivating emotional awareness and learning to listen to the messages behind our emotions, we can make choices that are more aligned with our true selves and live with greater authenticity. And that's it for today's episode. I hope you found some valuable insights into how mindfulness can help you gain wisdom and direction by listening to your emotions. If you're interested in going deeper into your mindfulness practice, or you need personalized guidance in understanding your emotions, I offer one-on-one coaching sessions where we can explore these topics together. Visit jeremywest.net for more information. You can also check out my new app, hopefully up by the time this episode is, at jeremywest.net. It's also called It's Now Again. Or if that's not there yet, then at my Patreon, you'll find a growing library in either of those of mindfulness practices, including guided meditations to support your journey of emotional awareness and wisdom. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share it with others who might benefit, and rate the podcast. Your support helps us reach more people and continue exploring these important topics together. Until next time, keep practicing, keep growing, and remember, it's now again.